Tuesday, and it's the D-Day. Plus Sports and PlusTvAfrica, welcome on the show. My name is Wally Scott. And, Bukayo, the irony of the match, as important and as crucial as this match is, it's been dubbed the Jollof War. You know?
It is.
What's with this Jollof thing, really?
I think you have to ask the Ghanaians. They just will not accept that we have the better jollof rice.
And let's emphasize, let's close down on it. The best jollof rice in the whole wide world is the Yoruba party jollof rice. Yay! Nothing, the bay leaf and all that, nothing takes it away from them.
I wonder what Francis has to say about that. But we move on to
let's look at the match first and then we'll come back.
Yeah.
Nigeria and Ghana held training sessions at the Moshood Abiola Stadium in the Nigerian capital of Abuja yesterday, Monday, as they prepare for the second leg of their qualifiers to grab a spot at the World Cup in Qatar later this year. Now, Ghana hosted the Super Eagles of Nigeria last Friday in a match that ended in a goalless draw, although Nigeria got a penalty that was overruled by the video assistant referee VAR. Both teams acknowledged not giving their best performance during the first leg in Kumasi, Ghana, but on Monday, they said they are determined to make changes to put them over the top in the rematch on Tuesday, March 29th, that's today. Now, the match has been tagged the Jollof War by soccer pundits, and depending on who wins tomorrow, it will either be Nigeria's 7th participation at the World Cup or Ghana's 4th.
This opportunity rarely come, in high-level matches like this. So when you have a chance, you have to take it. Ghana played very well. I told you from day one. It's not a pushover, it's a thing that we respect. And the same way they respect Nigerian team as well. And yeah, they played very well. There was no clear-cut chance for the Ghanaian team, but we came close to scoring. So all we need to do tomorrow, every chance we get tomorrow must count. So scoring goals is what we'll try to correct.
As we all know, it can be difficult because we know how Ghana play. So we decide to retreat back because the point is enough for us. Because we all know when they come here, they will take it.
To be honest, I don't think we're better than Nigeria, but I don't think they are better than us. It was an equal game, I think everybody saw, and it will be very, very equal tomorrow. So it's I can't say that they are favorites, we are favorites, but what I can say is if we shoot one goal, it hurts more than if they shoot a goal.
We had a fighting spirit in the first leg in Kumasi, and then obviously the game was still 0-0, so we won nothing till now. So we are here to push more and then to give a more fighting spirit. So we should expect something more than we did.
It's as simple as it gets, Mukael. Eguavoin says we must take our chances. And the Ghanaian coach says, listen, I'm not saying we are better. I'm not saying they are better. I'm only saying we've come here to win.
These two teams know each other so well that they are practically evenly
Too
matched.
much history.
Yes. No matter how good one side is or better than the other, the fact that they know each other so well, the fact that even on both sides, the coaching staff have faced each other either as ex-footballers of previous coaching sojourns against each other. The fact is, this is practically a derby. And form is out the window during the derby.
AJ Ajasa said it before the first leg and said, we won't win in Ghana. We won't lose either. But in Nigeria, he said it this morning, a few minutes ago, that we'll win. He's so sure of it. I don't know why.
Well, I mean,
he just got married, so there's this optimism in his life,
I'm sure a lot of Ghanaians feel exactly the same way, that Ghana will win.
Yeah.
At this point, it's winner takes all. So everyone, there's no middle ground. There's no room for it. You can't stay on the fence on this one. You pick your sides. And as Nigerians, we are all optimistic. We are all hopeful that we are going to win. And some of us are more certain than others.
We're at home. We've got the crowd at this point.
Yes.
And the boys are willing to win. In fact, the way Moses Simon sounded in that interview, he was like, they are willing to draw blood if it's possible. Make sure we get this point. Now, like AJ, are you as optimistic?
Yes, I am absolutely as optimistic. The truth is, when Nigerian players, when the Super Eagles, no matter what generation, when they are this focused, and they all look so focused,
True,
so ready for this, when they are this focused, and when you count the fact that the coaching staff knows them so well, knows the rival so well, knows the rivalry so well, and everyone is working in the same direction. If this was a foreign coach, a foreign coaching staff, I would be worried. But they're not. Everyone here knows what is expected of them.
now we.
Yes.
Exactly. You know.
As we know each other well.
That's so.
Yeah.
So you give it to Super Eagles.
I give it to the
Okay,
Super
now
Eagles.
some good news. FC Robo Queens calls on the Delta State government to provide free level playing ground as they prepare for their match against Delta Queens. Now, they said we congratulate our fans and football lovers for standing by us as the NWFL Premiership 2021-2022 season gets to its still end. We have approached all games so far in this league with a brave heart as we remain focused and determined to qualify for the NWFL Premiership Super 6 Challenge, where the league eventual winner will emerge. Now, we regret our banishment from our traditional home ground, which is the Legacy Pitch, National Stadium in Surulere, Lagos, to Dikpot Dina Stadium in Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State, due to our fans' encroachment to the pitch as we approached our last game of the season against Delta Queens. And this is the story, Mukail. Robo Queens are a Lagos State team, but because the fans encroached at the Legacy Pitch in Surulere in Lagos, National Stadium in Lagos, they were banished to Dikpot Dina Stadium in Ijebu-Ode. Now, they have their last 3 matches in the season against Delta Queens, and they played against Delta Queens. Now, there's this, let's be honest, it's not a public gist, but when you go and play in Delta, or when you go and do anything in Delta, if it's sports inclined, they will do everything mortally possible to make sure they win. I'm not saying they cheat. I'm only saying they do everything mortally possible.
Not cheating.
I didn't say cheating.
Dark arts.
Dark art, or they dig deeper, so they do that. And so they are begging the government of, let us say, listen, it's the tail end. Even Aisha followed, they said, listen, we will make sure things are done normal. Don't worry, there won't be a problem. But they are begging Delta government now, listen, guys, we're coming to play in Delta States. It's the tail end, and we want to make the last 6 so that we can play in the top 6, Guys, no games,
This reminds me of the unfortunate era of football corruption in Italy. It starts
when
off,
one club, I think Juventus?
Yes.
Yeah.
It starts off as little favoritism here. People wonder why people who are not initiated into the sport of football, why referees infuriate people so much. The truth is, when the game is imbalanced, the spirit of it is out the window. Right now, having to beg the government, and we've talked about this before, why government shouldn't be involved in sports.
In any way.
It's the kind of thing that can breed the kind of corruption that we hope is not present in our game. And unfortunately, on some level, even if it's not very public, I'm sure it is.
It's always there.
It's always there.
Now, this guy is the hero of the moment, and I'll tell you why. He's one of the very few Russians who are very Russia, who are talking against Vladimir Putin. His name is Daniel Medvedev. Now, he won his matches today, but that's not the issue. The issue is he's talking every day against Putin and saying this is not a fair war, this is not right, this shouldn't be happening. And so everybody, the whole world, every citizen in every continent is actually vying for Medvedev to win, because he's against this guy. So every country that is against this guy is behind Medvedev.
Well, I mean, when they say an issue affects somebody, when we think about issues like racism, sexism, it is always it behoves on the people who are benefiting from such systems to also stand up and fight against those systems. We wouldn't have so much success in our fights against sexism, the oppression of women, if plenty of men hadn't stood up.
True that.
We wouldn't have the same successes again in racism if many white people hadn't fought and carried the baton along with us. So when Medvedev speaks up, we see a kin spirit in him.
True that.
And it's necessary that citizens, especially iconic citizens, those who are in the public eye, those who are celebrities in Russia, stand up and say, with our voices, we can
Stop this.
Yes.
We know about the song that was organized by Michael Jackson, "We Are the World."
Yes.
That was to actually stop war, stop all of this.
The truth is, whoever is in power in whatever area, whether it's in sports, whether it's in government, there's always going to be misinformation. It's the way tyrants get away with what they're doing.
True that.
Blanket the masses with misinformation, and even when the masses realize this is misinformation, it's too late because every bit of information is tainted.
Let's see Medvedev. Now, Russia's world number 2 tennis star Daniil Medvedev beat Spain's Pedro Martinez 6-3, 6-4 on Monday at the third round of the Miami Open. Medvedev meets American Jensen Brooks in the 4th round on Tuesday. That's today. The US Open champion's participation at the Wimbledon Grand Slam in the summer is in doubt after the British government has asked for a vocal public condemnation of Russian President Vladimir Putin. Daniil Medvedev. Of course, the British government said he must speak against the Russian government before he will be allowed in to Wimbledon. But of course, he had been speaking against it.
Yes, I mean,
it's not like he was forced to do it, you know.
But there was a report once, a few weeks ago, that said that one of the ways to punish Russia and to force Putin to take the West's pressure seriously was to sanction even sports.
Yes, that brings joy to people too.
Yeah, because keep them out of competition so that they, knowing that their livelihoods are at stake, knowing that not only is Russia being cut off from the world economy, it's not even being participating in the world culture of sports, which is a diplomatic tool to keep relations somewhat normalized.
We spoke about this yesterday, Mukail and I don't know if you can remember. Now, the Facto women's number 1, Iga Swiatek, made its 14 wins in a row by comfortably beating Coco Govt in Miami. The Pole won 6-3, 6-1 in 76 minutes, with Govt winning just 2 points in the last 5 games. She missed Petra Kvitova in the last 8. Quickly, Mukail, I asked you 2 questions yesterday. The first one was, if Coco beats Iga,
does she still
have a chance to become number 1 next week? And you said yes.
Yes, as long as no one's else on the ranking has gathered enough points or even is close to her in points tally. It's all about wins. Wins get you more points, obviously. And if you win a major tournament, a major title, it gets you even more points. It's kind of like the Hall of Fames of players and managers. Is the same way Ballon d'Or is chosen. I mean, that it comes down to votes, but on some level, things like goals give you points at the end of the season. Assists give you points. Same way here. You win matches, you get points. And enough points, you become
Second question I asked you was, do you think technically Coco could make it happen against Iga?
I don't remember what my answer for that
Your response was that when you get to number 1 or something, it's not about being very technical, really, you know?
Yes, it most definitely isn't about being technical. It's not even about being the best. It's just about winning enough points at the right time, being on a bounce at the right time to be close enough to win it.
So by this time next week, Iga Swiatek is number 1.
Is number 1, so long as no one is close to her in points tally. And if she wins the next one, I think it's practically confirmed that she's...
Already. Now, Kenya's Maxine Wahome emerged victorious as the winner of the first ever all-women's rally competition held in the East African country, that's Kenya, Dubbed the Lioness Rally, the race was held on Sunday, March 27th and attracted 8 teams, all made of female race drivers. Congratulations, Wahome. Now, I'm leaving you basketball today. Brooklyn Nets against the Charlotte Hornets. But before I go, thank you very much, Sheyi Omotayo. He's behind the cameras, you can't see him, but he makes you see us, you know. Thank you very much, Kayode K. Your wallet is plenty. Thank you very much, newly married man, Ajasa. You know, I want to thank you this morning for your optimism on the fact that the Super Eagles will win today. Thank you very much, Ishayo. Despite all, thank you for having my back. Thank you very much, Fokayo. Thank you very much, Shedrack is the man downstairs at the powerhouse. Thank you, Shedrack. My name is Wally Scott. Join us same time tomorrow, same show, Plus Sports and Plus TV Africa. Like I always advise you at the end of every show, if not for anything, at least for your heart, do some sports.